And coming to the theme of this video, how I cleared my EPAM tests and got into the EPAM company. I have recently graduated from Kale University Vijayawada in BTech CSC, and I have cracked the EPAM job, which has a good amount of package. And present I have completed my 4 months of training with EPAM, and my role is Java developer. And I'm going to share my experience of how I got into EPAM, how was the interview process, how was the pre-interview, how was the coding test, how it went with my college and everything. Firstly, the EPAM interview consists of the following rounds. After every round successful, you'll be getting the offer letter within a few days. And coming to the round zero, first you should be shortlisted by your college, and you'll be getting a coding invitation link. In that, you will be having minimum two questions and or a maximum three questions. It depends at the time, since always the formats might be changing. So the level of questions might be like array manipulations, string manipulations. And coming to trees, you will be getting only up to the binary trees. I did not find getting graphs and very advanced concept in this coding test. And coming to this coding test, you should be familiar with the optimal ways of how to do a problem in the O of n or O of n log n. Instead of using O of n square, try to complete the striver sheet, or else have your own resources and be more full-fledged on that. And do regular practice if you're a BTech student or any student. How I'm saying this in this video is that if I am in this phase of in this phase of going to do a coding test with EPAM, I'm saying this thing to my own self of the past. Then I'm creating this video to myself. And coming to the coding test, as I mentioned you, it will be up to that level, minimum of two coding questions. In the next round, I was invited to Kale University Hyderabad. I am from Vijayawada. I went to Hyderabad, and Kale University Hyderabad Aziz Nagar. There was a pool of students, like more than 500, I think so. And there were like 15 students for each batch of a group discussion. Group discussions took a minimum of 30 minutes, and you will be having 15 members, and you will be giving a vague topic. Just coding test yourself, and aptitude maybe or may not be. Yeah, group discussion took a minimum of 30 minutes. How the marks are given? Marks are given based on how you speak. They won't be waiting for you to speak out. You should only be standing out and say your topics, your points. Your points should be different from the others and should be more accurate and something new and innovative. Um how many marks for the how many pass for the next round. From my experience, some in some batches whole 15 members passed. Since some batches only 5 passed, only 7 passed, so it based upon your speaking skills. You should be more confident. And the type of topics, the topic which I got is the olden arts, like pottery, saree making, how these all arts are getting unpopular and not being recognized our own people. How will you overcome this problem? So you have to speak up on this. And the number of people, I have said 15. And I cleared my round one. And after 1 hour of waiting, in the 1 hour of waiting, they announced that I got into the second round. Second round was a technical round. Who takes our interview? Interviewer will be having minimum of 2.5 years of experience or 2 years of experience. Interviewer may come from the Python background, Java background, any background. First, we have to start with our self introduction. Try to introduce with your college, yourself, your college life, your clubs, your projects, and everything, and your fun activity. How are you different from the other people? That's how your self intro should be, so that the other people should not be bored. And coming to your resume, how much weightage does your resume? I think 100% your resume will be having the weightage. If you keep unnecessary things like AWS or some advanced certifications or anything unnecessary which you don't know in your resume, they'll be making sure to ask you every single bit of line which have written on your own resume, because they will think that you have written in your resume, right? So they will be expecting you to say everything, know at least the basic level of what you know in your resume. So make sure to keep only what you know. Don't keep unnecessary things in your resume. Even it's simple also, it's no problem. How much time they have taken me? Minimum of 1 hour. And the level of questions, first, let me start with the introduction. I have said my introduction, my clubs, and I have said that I have completed a project in Java full stack using Spring Boot. And after that, since I have set up a Java project, he asked me what database you have used. Write a simple MySQL query of join column. And in DBMS, he asked me what are normal forms. And coming to OOPS concept, the four pillars of OOPS, how you used it in your project. Uh, in some underlying concept in the OOPS, like how voice interface and abstract classes differences. And some tricky questions based on the interviewer, and level of questions, I think medium and easy, like that of level of questions only, it will not be very much tough. And coming to the projects, yeah, you should say the project which you have done, and he will be asking questions on that. And coming to the DSA, I have prepared from the Strivers YouTube, and I have completed the Striver sheet up to, I think I have completed up to binary trees. So yeah, another thing to remember, make sure you always, he also asked me the code which came into my coding test. He also asked me to write the code for that in the, on a rough paper. And after that, coming to the question there, I got a binary trees question. It was like a Striver's easy question only. And one array manipulation question. It's also in the Striver sheet only, so I did not face any problem. I did it in a optimal way only after discussing of for 10 minutes. And coming to the DSS drivers is enough. And coming to aptitude at the last, if he's satisfied, he also asked me an aptitude question of number series, like how adding 5 or deleting 5, adding 5, adding 10, adding 15, like that. It was a series question. I don't remember, it has happened more than 6 months, right? So this is the type of aptitude question which I got. And since he was satisfied with me, he did not I went directly to the HR, and did not have any manager round. As the manager interview, it is more harder than a technical interview. I personally skipped this because my interview, I think it mostly happened more than 1 hour and took up to 1.5 hours of my previous interview round. So from my experience, manager interview will be asking more on scenario based and in-depth courses of OOPS, projects, everything. It's very hard if you go into manager interview. Um, and coming to the next round, HR round, most of the, I think I did not see even one of them failing the HR interview. Since you are having good English only, then only you'll be passing the technical interview. So in the HR interview, most of will be starting with the self introduction, and next we'll be starting with the normal situational based questions, how you overcome this, and what are your strengths, weaknesses. Those are all common questions which you can clear. And some situational questions on project deadlines, and what is scrum, what is agile, and how you are confident in speaking English. And coming to the questions, in some situation goes like on a Sunday newspaper articles, we'll be having some special questions, like the question which he asked me is, there are three people sitting in a straight line. The front person cannot see the back person, but the back person can see the front persons. And we are having the five different caps, and three different colors. It was this sort of questions, and he it was a very tricky question. And once he asked me this question, he liked my way of approaching this question, and he has passed me. This is my journey of EPAM. And after that, I think I got the results in within 1 week, that it's successful to my placement team. And within the next 2 weeks, I got a offer from the EPAM. And it was a smooth onboarding process. And within 1 month, I got onboarded into EPAM, and I have onboarded EPAM with the role of Java developer, mm, on June 10th. And I'm also going to share my LinkedIn for you guys. If you're having any doubts, you can ping me. I'll try to help you guys.